can't we just talk to each other instead of calling each other names and slander each other without knowing the facts? I mean, this Sherrod, Breitbart, Fox News, NAACP scandal is really making me upset. Now, I don't believe the Tea Party is a racist organization. I believe that a lot of them are good, honest, hardworking people who are being manipulated by special moneyed interests that have a very libertarian bent, and the sad thing is their policies do support the very wealthy at the expense of the poor, and there are some racist people in the Tea Party. I mean, you have a merger of social conservatives, nationalists, some racists, fiscal conservatives, libertarians, all merging. And some of the signs that you've seen are racist. President Obama with like a bone in his hair, like a witch doctor. And NAACP basically said to speak up against these racists in your midst. Not saying that you're a racist organization, but there are some racists in your midst. But then all of a sudden they said, no, you're calling us racist. No, we're saying some of you do racist things. And so then they smeared this woman, Breitbart, into Breitbart of biggovernment.com, smeared this woman who, at first glance, the video they showed makes it sound that she gave preferential treatment because she was racist. But the whole point of her speech was how she overcame that inclination and helped this white farmer, and they became friends for life. And that's the thing. And I'm not just saying that the right does this. The left cherry pick facts too. I mean, I'm getting to the point where I want to see a pox on both their houses because, one, this is nothing. This adds nothing to the conversation. This Michelle Bachmann, Ann Coulter, Ellen Grayson, Keith Olbermann, Glenn Beck divide. It does nothing. It just adds toxicity to the air, gasoline, more like natural gas to the air. Well, all it takes is a match and someone is going to kill somebody. And I would love a society where we don't need the NAACP. We don't need identity groups. That we all live equal. We all care. We love one another as we love our neighbor as ourselves. I mean, that is my motto. That is what I believe as Christians should be. And that's what really bothers me is when a lot of conservative Christians are on the Tea Party bandwagon. And Andrew Breitbart, Rush Limbaugh, Glenn Beck, they seem to, it's gotcha. And they smeared this poor woman and she lost her job. And Obama, fearing these people, fired her. Well, thankfully, she's probably going to get another job in the administration. But shame on Obama, shame on Breitbart, shame on Fox News for airing this over and over and over and over again. And I just want Democrats to talk with Republicans, liberals to talk with conservatives, and I want my country to work again. I am sick of this ideologue partisanship. And it's just, I'm getting the point of pox on both your houses. And this is why I like having this vlog, because I can express myself. Because otherwise, these thoughts eat at you. And just letting loose and actually saying how I feel about today's current events, it helps a lot. But Breitbart wanted to point out that, well, this woman is racist, although cherry picking the video, you can prove that, although she said, well, this is the only video I had. Well, if you're going to post something, shouldn't you look at the entire speech before posting it? Otherwise, you're not being honest. You're being disingenuous, and people want to hear what they want to hear. If people want to think the NAACP are racist, make a video that makes the NAACP are racist. If people want to think the Tea Party is a bunch of racists and a bunch of other things, they're going to believe that. I believe there are a lot of good people in the Tea Party. I believe that they are blinded by fear or greed or pride or a combination of the three. And there is a lot of hatred against Obama, against the Democrats, against NAACP. And Breitbart, Glenn Beck, Rush Limbaugh, although he hasn't been in the news of late, adds to that. And Democrats in like the 80s and 90s were called to call out, 70s to the 90s, call out the terrorists, call out the flag burners, call out the environmental terrorists, and basically say, you don't belong here. Well, call out the racist, Tea Party. Basically say they don't represent us. And I mean that, was it Mark or Michael Williams, that letter to dear Abraham Lincoln? I mean, you proved the liberals' point. And my problem with the Tea Party is mainly, I believe, it's their low no government regulation policy leads to rampant corruption in business. And if the Tea Party, their logic, there shouldn't be an FDA. There shouldn't be a Department of Education. Basically, states decide what the people are going to learn, and that will not make us competitive across the world. Also, if I would imagine, if you'd ask a Tea Party member, do you think we should legislate homosexuality? Do you think that the state should prosecute those in homosexual acts? And they'd say yes. Well, do you think we should legislate business morality? Do you think that we should legislate so people aren't playing fast and loose, gambling with our money? And they'd say, no, you have to let the free market. Well, if you want to legislate sexual morality, but if you don't want to legislate business morality, that makes you a hypocrite. And I will get, liberals, on the other hand, want to legislate business morality, but not sexual morality. Look at their policy against regulation of pornography on the internet. But it's hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. And my problem with it is the Tea Party has the veneer of Christianity. Conservative Christianity, but Christianity nonetheless. And when people who don't have faith, who don't know God, who don't have a relationship with Christ, see this, they believe, oh, Christianity, it's just a selfish religion, just about personal salvation, but has nothing about changing the world, changing sinful political systems, changing sinful business systems. And if you don't believe me, read the Sermon on the Mount, read the prophets. I should make another video on Ezekiel, because I did one on, I believe, Isaiah and Jeremiah, and showing how the prophets, what the prophets have to say to ancient Israel, it would be today. Just look at what he said to Ezekiel 16. Paraphrasing here, but this is what I have had against your sister Sodom. While you were well fed and lived in opulence, the poor among you starved. And like I said, I'm paraphrasing here, but that could describe the conservative way. Just wanted to share my piece. God bless.